Every so often, somebody hits me up and asks me about how they can get sponsors for their event. I usually point them to the video why getting sponsors for events, B-Boy events, sucks. But yet people still ask me, so I figured I'm going to make a video vlog just about it. Check it out.
I'm Dyzee, a 12-time
13-time world champion,
a pioneer, a global B-Boy activist, and you're watching the Dyzee Diaries B-Boy Vlog!
So yeah, as I was saying, I've been organizing events since 1999, and I used to do like an event every month, and I've seen the progression of B-Boy grow to how big it is today. After moving to Korea in 2009, and I began working for R16, I learned so much about organizing events. My job became organizing events internationally for the R16 Global Series. I was able to grow the R16 eliminations from only a handful of eliminations to over 35 eliminations worldwide. I've learned so much from event organization, from sponsors and everything, to realize that organizing events, it's great for growing your scene. But what it's not great for is building a sustainable future for the B-Boys. It's kind of like this. I can have a lot of babies. I could probably have 20, 30 babies. But if I do not create a future where the babies can live, if the babies keep dying when they're like 11 or 12 and I say, well, it's okay, I can just make new babies, that's kind of messed up. Now, I'm not hating on events. I think events are important for spreading B-Boy and for nurturing the young. But what I've done now is I've moved on to something else. I've moved on to creating a B-Boy business rather than creating a B-Boy event. I'd rather create a business that markets B-Boys, that creates events for those B-Boys. So it's kind of different, you know what I'm saying? But still, I hold a lot of knowledge of organizing events. And I've created like a 45-page step-by-step beginner manual for R16, which I shared with all the partners for R16 around the world. I was able to help different event organizers from the ground up literally learn how to make an R16 in their country, gaining sponsors, government grants, and just really growing their scene. If you look at the Philippines or Nepal, even Taiwan, just to name a few. So I'm gonna go through this step-by-step beginner's manual, this R16 partner manual with you, just for the first step. And if this video gets a good response, perhaps I'm gonna complete the entire thing. So it really matters how many views this gets, how many likes, shares, and how many comments. So anyways, let's begin. So as you can see here, this is the R16 Partner Manual. It's my Dyzee's step-by-step beginner's guide. We sent this to the partners all around the world so they can really have the tools and knowledge needed to make a successful event, not just a one-off event, but multiple events, and build themselves as event organizers.
So here we go. If you go to the first page, it is the introduction, and there's a nice picture of me, and I have a little letter, and the letter says, "Dear organizer, if you receive this document, it's because you have most likely signed an R16 partnership license agreement, is interested in being an R16 partner, and it's your passion to grow and nurture your local or national B-Boy community. This manual will serve as a step-by-step guide to not only successfully organize an R16 elimination in your country, but also how to continually grow the event should you decide to continually organize R16 every year, which is the beginning to a long-term relationship in the pro B-Boy movement. In this 10 steps document, I will break down in detail where to begin and how to make it work for your situation, giving you various options and suggestions because every situation, organizer, and scene is different. It is our intention that this partnership will deeply benefit you and your company, as well as your entire B-Boy scene, as well as your sponsors. If you have already obtained the license to organize R16, good news, you are already halfway there. As you go through this manual, feel free to ask questions and give feedback. We are here to help and serve. I wish you many blessings, focus, and strength as you embark on your journey to bring one of the world's greatest B-Boy movements to spark life and hope in your country or region's very own B-Boy community. Signed, Dyzee, Cartel Creative Inc., the R16 Global Series producer.
So, that was the little intro that I gave to all my partners. I know R16 is not what it used to be because it lost the big sponsorship, the big funding from the Korean government. Now, the reason why it lost it, if you saw, there was this huge politics that went on. One of the presidents is now in jail. So I don't want to go too far deep into that, so let me continue on to step 1.
Now, step 1 is having a clear vision. Okay, that's it, just having a clear vision. It says here, the very first step is to know exactly what are your objectives and purpose for becoming an R16 partner. Each organizer has different objectives, and knowing what they are will help you plan to reach those goals. What you need to know is your vision for the event, the community, and your personal objectives. If any of the following event, community, and personal objectives is your goals and dreams, then being an R16 partner can help you achieve them.
So first we're going to look at your event vision. Now this doesn't have to be for R16. This can work for almost any event because, you know, like every single thing that we did with R16 was for a reason. Okay, here we go.
The event vision. Is your event vision to grow larger annually? Do you want your event to attract a large audience? Do you want to attract sponsorship funding for your events? Do you want to become a financially self-sustaining event? Do you want to grow in popularity through fans? Do you want to be featured in the media? Do you want to eventually broadcast on television? Now, here's a clear vision, or your vision for your B-Boy community. For your B-Boy community, do you want to create a platform for inspiration and motivation? Do you want to grow your participants? Do you want to educate, unite, and increase the level of the B-Boys in your community? Do you want to provide an opportunity for your B-Boys to travel and represent? Do you want to grow the general audience as a fan base for your B-Boys? Do you want to educate the general public what B-Boying is?
Now, having your own clear personal vision. You also have to have your own personal goals. You need to benefit, right? There's nothing wrong against making profit, right? As long as the profit you're gaining isn't taken from the wrong way, okay? So your personal vision.
Do you want to become a top event organizer, like locally, nationally, or internationally? Okay? Do you want to build corporate connections? Do you want to build media connections? Do you want to make well-paying profit? Do you want to make an event organization your career? Okay? So it says on the bottom, once you have a clear vision for the event, the community, and your personal objectives, then you are able to go on to step number 2, which is to understand what the R16 vision is. So let's go to step 2. Step 2, understanding the R16 vision. Okay? So in my opinion, I worked for the best B-Boy company in the world, Cartel Creative. That company is responsible for the rise of the Korean B-Boy scene, which exploded all over the world in the early mid-2000s. Just like many top organizers, my 2 bosses, now ex-bosses, started out organizing licensed events. Through much hard work, grew the company to where it is today, co-founding the R16 World Championships and Global Series with the Korean government in 2007. In this document, we will be sharing step-by-step our tips and secrets to what has been accomplished in Korea through R16, which is one of the largest B-Boy events in the world, with such high production, media coverage, sponsorship funding, and government recognition.
Okay, so it has a little bit of pictures over here, as you can see. Now, our vision.
R16 serves as the hope for B-Boying that one day, breaking will go professional in the eyes of the world. It's all about our culture and B-Boys getting the respect we deserve. This is the reason why we go out of our way to create such high standards for R16. We want to be taken seriously, not only by the B-Boys, but by all people, the spectators, the sponsors, and the government. Through the R system, we believe that B-Boys and B-Girls participating can be educated, even subconsciously, on the different perspectives in breaking. We hope to unify all the different approaches of B-Boying so that the entire community can move forward together, not divided. It is also our intention and responsibility to educate the audience and sponsors of what B-Boying is truly about, rather than having them think that it's all about opinions and entertainment. Through the global tournament, we want to give every B-Boy, B-Girl, Popper, and Locker the opportunity to come to Korea to witness and experience the most amazing and breathtaking event and urban festival, as well as the Korean culture and their acceptance and understanding of the B-Boy culture. If our culture can grow to being this big and loved in a country such as Korea, then there is hope for the rest of the B-Boying culture worldwide. We invite you to be a part of this movement and to partake in the vision and dream of a pro B-Boy future, with you being the key to bringing all that the B-Boys have in Korea to your nation's B-Boy community. If your vision and the R16 vision align without conflict, then you are able to move on to step number 3.
Anyways, guys, that's all I'm going to do for now, step 1 and step number 2. I'm not sure if this kind of vlog is going to be what people want to see, or if people want to even organize an event in the standards and prestigious we organized R16. Now, I know R16 is gone, so a lot of people will say, well, R16 is not around anymore. So I understand if you do that, and that's the reason why I'm focused completely on something else. I've learned so much from R16, so much, like, you know, I've learned what we've done wrong. I've learned why we can't rely on government funding, why we need to make money ourselves and rely on fans rather than sponsorships, you know, because we're always going to be at the mercy of the government funds saying, please sponsor our event, we're poor people and we need your help because we can't do it on our own. And that's the reason why I found that another way. So Let me know if you want me to keep going and finishing this whole entire thing. It's going to take a while, and if so, I'm going to turn this into a little event organizing series. So let me know in the comments below, share, like, whatever, and yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, and peace.